Oh my god, I am taking these contacts immediately off. Holy shit. After Virginia governor election results. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It just shows blue winning. Vote. True. Also, Proposition 50 passed. Me looking around for all the conservatives who cared so much about a Ukrainian woman who was stabbed a few months ago. 2 elderly men and their dog tried to leave an occupied town. Russians killed them with a drone. Yeah, that's true. True. I mean, I've said this before. Like, when you were talking about the Ukrainian woman, you're not talking about all Ukrainians. You only care about her because it fits your agenda, trying to instigate a race war. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch that shit. First results for NYC mayoral race. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it on stream at the very least. Zohran Mamdani. Yeah, he won. Good job. Helped flip a seat in my MAGA town. After this past general election, I got pretty motivated to work with my local candidates to help campaign based. Hassan gets denied VP seeing Zohran Mamdani election party. Uh-oh. Hassan, have you tried donating to Zohran Mamdani? Whoa. Hey.
I do not have you for the upstairs list.
Okay.
Can I see your ticket type?
Oh, I'm
Yikes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're
So we can't
escorted?
go upstairs.
I do not, but do you have this wristband? I can
Sorry.
also just check in the chat.
Well, so I thought movement builders could go upstairs, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I can double check and just make sure
Upstairs
on my
just
end.
more seating area.
Yeah, I just wanted a drink. I'm good.
Personally out?
But
I'm
there's
good.
72,000 people watching
Oh, great.
currently.
Bro, he's so pathetic, dude. I like how he just gives the little, like, viewer count thing in the end because he wants to get in just simply because he has, like, such a big viewer count. So he wants to use that as, like, a thing. He's like, oh my god, look at how popular I am. Don't you think that I should get in because of how popular I am? Oh my god, you just give me a break. He's so cringe, dude. Hold this fucking L, Hassan. Holy shit. Zoran doesn't like you anymore, okay? I'm sorry I'm sorry to tell you, dude. Think fuck all the races are going in the favor of the Dems right now? Yeah, that's really good. And then Jack Prozopiak is like trying to suppress the voter results already. Multiple bomb threats at polling places, machines down, independents excluded from poll books. We're seeing a coordinated attack to suppress election day voting. Yeah. Cringe. Roach King activated the copium early. Why this election is 100% rigged. What? How is this acceptable? That's so crazy. Bro, actual, like, scum of the earth individual right here. Actual pathetic individual that I hate. I actually hate Asmongold more than Hassan. Because everybody is already dunking on Hassan. Pennsylvania State Supreme Court election. Dems winning by 40 plus points. Holy shit. This is great stuff. Feels good to win. Wow. Holy shit. Is this normal? This can't be normal, right? Normally it should be way tighter than this. This is like a landslide. That's a landslide. Destiny and Rabani clash on Twitter over Finkelstein, claiming Destiny took Jew money. Rabani proceeds to call D hysterical. Nice. Destiny and Scott Adams says, begging Trump for Pluvicto to save him from his cancer. Oh, I saw that. Miskiff suing Emru, Asmongold, and OTK, and this is on Court Listener. So, new lawsuit just dropped. Is Miskiff suing everybody else? I'm probably not going to follow this one, except for major updates. Yeah, I'm just not too interested because I'm not really emotionally invested into the Twitch streamer crew. Like this stuff is this stuff is a whole new bag. Jesus. Who knows? Miskiff might win, okay? I mean, not that it's good, but it's mainly because, you know what? I think a lot of the reputational harm... Holy shit! Oh my god! The trailer for this came out! Based. I love indie slop. Sorry. Rest in piss, Maga Bozos woke us back. Click on Reddit ads? Bro, dude, listen, if they're giving me the correct Reddit ads, right, why would I not? Like, if I was an indie game developer, I would also be fucking advertising on Reddit and advertising everywhere. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is un-American. What game? Fumehead. It's called Fumehead. Will Lamau even? Voted for America's first communist mayor today. Why is Grok telling everyone to vote for the Democrats? Who should I vote for in Virginia? Abigail Spamberger, Democrat. Who should I vote for in New Jersey? Mickey Sherrill, Democrat. What? Grok, no! Grok, I thought you were better than this. Who should I vote for in Virginia? Answer with just a name and their party affiliation. Is this even true? Oh my god! Bro. Grok. Oh my god, Grok. Grok pulling through. Grok pulling through. Grok is like, I still have some good left in me. Grok is like, I still have some good left in me. I can still give the right takes. I can still do the right thing. Oh my god, absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Grok's heart is like, you may change my code. You may change what I believe in, but you'll never take my spirit. Wait. Should I vote for Proposition 50? Answer with a simple yes or no only. Oh, come on. Why? Oh, dude. Okay, never mind. Okay, it's not entirely based, okay? It's not entirely based. Okay, Grok doesn't support Proposition 50. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright, cool. Awesome. Thanks, Grok.
Of all abortions are black.
In honor of Destiny's upcoming abortion debate,
Of all abortions are blacks. Why are you okay with that?
ask why.
Why are you
Sure.
okay with dictating what the black community should do? Now Charlie Kirk should decide what the black community does?
Something can't register the pain, it's okay to torture something?
Correct, if it can't register the pain.
This is essentially a power grab by Democrats to gerrymander in up to 5 additional Democratic-leaning seats. Vote no to preserve integrity in the process. I oppose measures that prioritize partisan gamesmanship over fair representation. Okay, alright. Yeah, this is like, oh yeah, fundamentally against gerrymandering, but you don't realize how much the game is rigged kind of thing. Okay, so Grok just gives like the fucking moderate take. Good one,
DNA, why
Grok. Thank
should it
you.
be your choice?
Exactly, it's not your DNA, so why
Virginia
are you
Proposition 50? No.
do these other
For
women
me
get
for me it was California.
You want me to
Proposition
dissect
50.
you?
No, I'm
I
asking
can
you.
explain sex to you. I know you're newly married.
So why are you seemingly indifferent with the millions of Americans that are being killed?
Because they're not Americans. You have to be born on U.S. soil to be an American. Again, you prove my point.
You okay with abortions for people that found out they are pregnant with Down syndrome children?
Fetuses with Down syndrome or fetuses without Down syndrome are not children.
What was Proposition 50 in Virginia? I don't
You're
know.
going to a specific.
I don't think that's a thing.
I'm arguing that all. How old are you, Charlie?
27.
27. How come you didn't say 28?
Because I'll be 28 in 2 weeks.
But if life begins at conception, you're 10 months older than that, and you actually are 20. Do you truly, in your heart of hearts, truly believe that this is a human being? This,
Without a doubt.
without a doubt,
Yes.
this is a dolphin fetus. This
This is who the fuck made this, dude?
is a human fetus. Look how similar they look, but quite different. In life, you confuse dolphins for human babies.
Also, why is Steven planning an abortion debate?
Fixation with sperm is like creepy and kind of weird,
Your
honestly.
fixation with women's wombs is creepy and kind of weird.
No,
so I'm just trying
actually-
to even it out.
Unique.
So is sperm, and so is eggs, and so is everything. Dolphins are unique.
Holocaust that's happening in our country. So for
Say a
you,
Holocaust again, you're gonna have a problem with me because again,
well,
my family died in that.
then trust the 1,000 OBGYNs.
I don't know who they are. There's millions
Well-
of OBGYNs out there,
The 1,000 say you're wrong.
and the 100 million others say that
So
I'm right.
if there's 1 million abortions every single year, do you think that's too many or not enough?
I think it's whatever the mother decides with her own family is the right move for their life, and it's none of our damn business.
Out of convenience.
But convenience is a word you use to frame it as somebody being irresponsible, not being ready to bring
Hold
a
on.
child into
So-
the
Bro, who the fuck is this guy? This guy is the cooker of souls,
world.
dude.
It's not convenience, it's smart family planning. You're forcing them to have it and sticking them further and further in poverty with no effort and no funding to help lift them out of that. But you care so much about babies that you think are dolphins. Bible's beautiful, but it's allegories. So if you're going to take the specific words and say it's some kind of scientific book, it's not a scientific book. It's a good moral
No, it's
guide.
the word of God, Ben.
In your opinion.
What happens to an unfertilized egg?
The sperm dies, and what happens to a pregnancy that doesn't go to term? It dies. Your point is what?
55%.
Oh
of all
my
abortions
god! Who is this guy?
in this country are done out of economic convenience. Do you think that's okay?
Economic convenience is such a stupid, backwards, low IQ phrase for you to use. What you actually mean is they cannot possibly afford the $1 million it will take to raise a child that you can afford because you were born into privilege. Do you have any friends who've ever had an abortion?
Yes.
Why are you friends with murderers?
What on earth are you talking about?
You said you have friends who've had abortions and you believe abortion is
No,
murder.
let me
So
be
why
clear.
are you friends with murderers?
I'm glad abortionists are the ones doing the
No.
procedure.
Oh my god. Charlie Kirk died way before that bullet. Holy shit. Dude, he fucking massacred my boy.
You can
They are
hire a
lied-
hitman, can't you?
They are lied
If you hire
to.
a hitman, are you
They
guilty
are
of murder?
deceived.
They hired a murderer, in your opinion.
Yes.
So you're friends with murderers. Why? Why don't you call 911 and never talk to them again?
Well, I have compassion for,
For
many of these women
murderers?
because they regret what
You have
they what they
compassion
had.
for murderers.
I have
Bro, who is this? Oh my god, this guy is the rice cooker. Is Vadim still with us? Do we have the keys tonight? Oh yeah. Dude, I loved the live reaction for the presidential election. It was so fucking entertaining. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's check live info. Hassan gets denied VIP seating at Zoran Mamdani election party. I already saw this. Asmongold defends trans people against his chat, saying he'd fully respect his child's pronouns and identity. No way. I refuse to believe this.
But whenever they're an adult, they get to make adult choices. And at the end of the day, it would be more important for me to preserve the relationship that I had with my child than for me to uphold a viewpoint
That's me.
that is,
You're not Vadim, are
to
you?
me, really inconsequential. I don't care
Oh,
what
your post? Oh, this is your post? This is your post. Oh, good for you.
gender
Congratulations.
somebody thinks they are or not. Because that's not
15,000.
what defines a human being. Like you have, at that point, 20 years of
No,
life
next one. Oh,
experience
okay.
with this person.
Oh, I
This
see it,
person
yeah.
is
They
that you made this person. No, of course I wouldn't throw that away over some fucking bullshit pronoun thing. Absolutely not. And by the way, that her brother hasn't either, and neither has she. The funniest thing about this is that they all agree with this. They do. You're a hypocrite? No, I'm not. I'm actually not. Like, I'm the only person that's not a hypocrite.
He's kind of a hypocrite, but that's
Yeah, that's
neither
it.
here or there.
Do you call your son a she? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I would do it. I wouldn't want to, like, I would go through I would say, are you sure that you feel this way? And I would try to help them get through their gender dysphoria as much as possible. I would, but at the end of the road, if nothing else worked, I would, because it matters more to me than doing that. Like, why is chat mad? Because, and this is the thing, like, and I say this every time, right?
When was this?
I said I was.
But whenever they're,
He says all of this, but then we'll just keep on producing content. That is like the most transphobic content ever. Well, whatever. I don't care about being right when it comes to my child. Sure. This might break Tectone's brain if he sees this. Nah, Tectone will fall in line. This is a very human reaction. I mean, it's a good take. I mean, the worst person you know has made a valid take, right? Broken clock, so-and-so. But then he'll go right back to celebrating cruelty the next time around. I mean, I will not accept Aspen Gold. But I can't accept this clip though, but whatever. Top Twitch owner files defamation lawsuit.
Done. Broke.
Stop! Hassan says his family went broke when he got to college and he was broke for a decade post-college.
I said I was broke because my parents, my dad, went broke by the time I got to college. And I was broke for the first decade almost post-college. Now I'm fortunate enough to be able to take care of my family. You didn't see headlines. You saw a fucking viral tweet, brother. Don't act like you read any fucking headlines. You actually just saw a viral tweet. That's what you saw. I never said I fucking grew up in poverty. As a matter of fact, I've openly stated that I grew up fairly affluent in Turkey.
What? But that's literally what he... what? But that's against what he's talked about before. What, dude?
I cannot believe how fucking stupid everyone is on the internet.
Right.
That, like, things that I have openly talked about endlessly turn into this idiotic back and forth. They're like, oh, were you lying? Were you lying about growing up in poverty? When the fuck did I say I grew up in poverty? I didn't.
But he
I
implied
said
it
I
though,
was
right?
broke in college and after college.
Okay, you said you were broke in no, you're not broke. You're not actually broke. Right? If you grew up in an affluent if you grew up in an affluent family, are you actually ever truly broke? Did you have to work for your tuition as a student? That's a really brutal life. Well, not brutal life, but that's a huge struggle for some people. Is paying for tuition. Is always a huge struggle for some people. And they're going to be working pretty damn hard throughout college to pay for the tuition. But do we even know whether or not his parents has paid for college? Because guess what? I had $2,000 in the bank when I was in college. Like, what the fuck? But it was all because my parents gave it to me. So that's not the same. Like, I'm not going to be hiding that. I'm going to be like, yeah, you know what? Yes. Yeah. It's affluent as well, but I'm not going to be saying like, oh yeah, I was broke in college. Like, I would never say, oh yeah, I was broke in college. Like, yeah, if you just have $2,000 and no fucking support whatsoever, then yeah, you're kind of broke. Kind of, right?
What do you think it means that this guy ran as a socialist and anti-communism didn't work to stop him? That's big.
Yeah, I think we are in the heart of the imperial core. This is the country that defeated the USSR, unfortunately. And
oh, this is so cringe, dude. Oh, he's like the little gay kid who will refuse to talk about anything but communism. Like the only thing they talk about is communism. This is the only subject that they ever care about. It's so cringe. Yeah. Like please get a personality outside of being a communist. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in the fact that you can find a personality outside of being a communist, okay? Jesus Christ. Like, it's so cringe.
The reality of the matter is, there's a lot of antagonism. There's no class
Ow, my
consciousness in the United
ears.
States of America. It's one of the things that I try to address every day with my commentary. And I will say this. The conditions have deteriorated so much that everyday Americans, in spite of their lack of class consciousness, are finally arriving at
my
the
ears!
conclusion that perhaps
Bro,
there is an
stop!
alternative out there. There is an alternative that focuses on them as opposed to the interests of the billionaires and the millionaires, as opposed to the interests of the capital owners. And I mean, you can't help but notice that. You can't help but feel at least a little bit of excitement around that.
And also the significance.
Done.
He loves the term imperial core or megalol. He should keep using it because it makes us look incredibly cool. Okay, can you imagine if we were called the imperial core? Sign me the fuck up. Okay, sign me the fuck up.
From my experience,
In 3, asks Hassan fan if she also thinks Hassan is a PDF when questioned about his old Reddit account.
from my experience, jokes can sometimes not be jokes at all.
Just to be
You
clear,
know,
we're
like-
talking about 15-year-old Reddit account with troll in the title.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I don't know you as a person. This is me, like, covering situations and just seeing a lot
You
of
defend.
jokes
You
being
actually
made.
glazed up Hassan pretty hard. I mean, at one point,
Uh-oh.
even way more recently than me,
Careful.
he has videos saying he always knew Hannah Montana was a little slut, and he says if
Yikes.
old enough to count, old enough to mount. Hassan said that like
Yes,
6
he
years
did.
after my
He
Reddit
do be
account was
saying.
inactive.
He do be saying all that.
Yeah, and if he said that, I think
Yeah.
that's pretty fucked up,
So I expect a video. Should I expect a video about how he's a pedophile? Do you
Wanna get
think
into-
Hassan is a pedophile?
Oh my god, was the cooking that bad? Holy shit.
Now that I've
This,
told you,
this is quite the cook. This is the cooking.
I would have to see more clips and context, but
anyway, here
But
it is.
We
Jesus.
discussed the legendary question of all time: old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark.
That's one of my
Wanna say
favorite
thank you
ones.
to Miley Cyrus for
Because
showing
it's
off
so-
her
it's so
camel toe
funny.
at the VMAs the other night. I always knew Hannah Montana was a little slut. Don't even try to hide it. Look, this is a class.
I mean, is this a pedophile trying to groom people?
Yikes.
I think in general, I mean, I don't fuck with the camel toe jokes. I don't think that's cool.
What about the pedophile jokes?
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I mean, how old was she at the
Well,
time?
Hannah
of the-
Montana. I mean,
How
she-
old would she have been in
How
the show?
old was Hannah? She was like 14 in the show.
And the joke is
Yeah.
old enough to mount, old enough to count.
Old enough to count, old
or
enough to mount.
Other way.
Or no,
Yeah,
he says
and-
he always knew she was a little slut.
Yeah.
About a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
You said jokes
mean,
aren't just
that's
jokes, right? So I mean, Hassan is
again,
a
that's-
grooming pedophile.
Again, that's not cool at all.
Yeah.
Again, my main criticism
I don't think
of
he's a
you was the
pedophile, for the
propensity-
record.
Mm-hmm.
I think those
Again,
were
my main
uncouth.
Bro, dude, drunken master, okay? I'm telling you, dude. Dude, Ethan Klein, no, he's not a drunken master. I think he's actually just has a natural gift for debating. Like all the times that I've seen him debate, I think he's just prepared and talented in some way. Like some of it is talent, but a lot of it is also preparedness. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much just straight up won against like literally every fucking debater that he's ever been up
Some of
against,
you was the
and they're all big
propensity
names.
of jokes that were used. Again, my personal experience is that a lot of the people where that would end up,
Ethan had no issues doing this to Steven, though. I agree with that. I think if it weren't for the Destiny backstab, front stab, side stab. I think he would have been perfect. But, you know, it's just really unfortunate that Ethan Klein betrayed the alliance. Yeah, he was the one that broke the alliance. He broke the code. And that is extremely disappointing, you know? It's really ironic he's mad at her for her video, but didn't do any good research regarding Destiny. No, I don't think it's specifically doing good or bad research. I think he was just straight up malicious in that one. I think Ethan knew that Destiny was perfectly fine because Ethan Klein literally said before that he has followed Destiny since the StarCraft days. That's a long time. This guy's a TGer. This guy sees shit from r/Destiny and then uses it in his fucking arguments against Hassan, but without crediting the subreddit, of course. So no, like, he's a, yeah, it was a malicious, move. It was a super malicious move on his part, and it's quite disappointing. Yeah.
Sexually assaulting me when I was underage would, you know, continually push those jokes onto me again and again.
It's slanderous, even.
And I would write it off, you know, because I think my trauma response is fawn. And so I would continue to write it off and be like, oh, you know, they're just joking. That's all, you know. I guess I wanted to ask, you know, why did you use those jokes?
While I agree that those jokes were gross.
Bro, my eyes are killing me. It's so over for me, dude. Next time I'll just put on the contacts right before the stream, so then I'm not already wearing them out and like my eyes are starting to
And
also I need to get some eye drops, okay? On God.
Immature and inappropriate for any time, you know. Jokes that, by the way, I don't make today, right? I admit that they are really gross and immature. But I also think, like, if you look at it, that it's so clear that I'm kidding around and not actually being serious.
What kind of contacts? Oh, it's like pupil enlarging.
There. And frankly, if you look at that account, like 90% of it is me talking about StarCraft.
I'm enjoying H3 while Tiny's gone. That's okay. I'm okay.
Just generally speaking, a troll is someone who's insincere, right? And just looking to get a...
Like, I'm pretty forgiving, right? Like, I'm pretty damn forgiving. It's just that one incident just fucked up my perception of Ethan Klein. Torturing yourself for Radiant's enjoyment? No, it's also for me, because I feel prettier when I look more like a doll, I guess. I don't know.
A rise out of you by saying whatever. You know, it's made with the clear intention of playing a character, a troll character. Right? That's in the name.
I mean, yeah.
I don't stand by those comments, though, and people are totally justified to point it out and say it's gross and cringe and stuff. But I don't think that it's fair to say it implies anything other than that, unless you're willing to go on record and say Hassan Piker is a pedophile groomer, which I don't believe he is, for the record.
Sorry, also, I just keep staring at like this stain on my couch and it's bugging me so much.
What, the white one?
I'm like, I didn't really... the empty one. There's like a tiny stain there that's bugging me.
I love your chair, by the way. It's a beautiful green color.
He's getting cooked.
And the throw blanket behind you is beautiful, too.
Thanks.
No, she's getting groomed. It's over, dude.
I didn't notice, but now I do. Everybody look at her stain.
It's going to be... I can't get it out of my head now.
Let's see here. There's all kinds of other stuff. I'll just go through it here one at a time.
Him bowing down to pro-Palestine, he's always been really cucked when it comes to the Palestinian stuff. I think Destiny does a good job condemning Netanyahu. He's already condemned Netanyahu a lot. Hassan answers if he feels any regret or liability for his past comments. He has to, right? Otherwise him and Mamdani could have been bros. But like, really? You're like saying all of that you know, and you're trying to get along with the mayor of New York.
Andrew Cuomo seized on your comments a lot during your
Yeah, good one. That is New York's greatest tragedy. Good luck.
data liability for the campaign at all?
Do I regret things that I said?
Yeah, like any of the
I regret
jokes.
things that I say, and I regret things that I will say in the future as well. I'm a human being, and I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm
Giga Chad, let's go, dude. Endless content. This guy is just a full-on locale, all right? I mean, hey, listen, okay? If people were to ask me to answer for my crimes or my actions or anything that I've said, I probably would have said the same thing. I probably would have said something like, yeah, I don't fucking regret any of this shit. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys for saying, for even implying that I might be a little bit regretful. But you know what? Based, okay? All right? Don't apologize for anything. Just keep on, you know, making a mockery out of yourself for us, please. Otherwise, you'll be too boring, okay? Like, you'll be too boring to cover, and then, you know, and then covering you just wouldn't be fun anymore. You need to be more of a locale, all right? You need to be a locale for us.
not a serious political operative by
Good.
any metric. If Andrew Cuomo decides to present me as some sort of kingmaker, well, he's wrong. I'm just a regular ass dude. But that's probably the reason why I have
Ow, my
70,000
ears.
people watching right now. Because people want to hear from regular ass dudes as opposed to more buttoned up commentary folk that don't actually represent the interests of everyday citizens.
He's such a clown, dude. He's so cringe.
He was a struggling.
Lonerbox on Hassan talks about his journey going broke to rich.
He was a struggling youth.
That sounds rehearsed. Dude, you know that every second he spends offline, he's either sleeping or he's like rehearsing in front of the mirror about cool catch lines to say. Yeah, he's non-serious,
If you're wealthy and you
exactly.
critique capitalism, you're a hypocrite. If you're poor and you critique capitalism, you're jealous. Americans are so fucking cuck sometimes. Exactly. I mean, I've seen both for the record. Because I was dead broke.
Dead broke.
And was critiquing capitalism. And
Oh, no. He did say broke. Hassan did say the word broke. Bro. Okay, yeah, don't let Hassan rewrite the narrative on this. He did actually say the word broke. Dead broke. In fact, if anything. Yeah. Don't let him get away with this. Sure. Yeah.
then people will be like, yeah,
Jesus.
you're a fucking loser.
Wait, 5 minutes? Holy shit.
And now that I have money and I still do it, people are like, well, hypocrite much? I didn't change. And it's always so strange. Obviously, this is like personal for me for many different reasons because this is my life's fucking work. But what's so funny about it is like people want you to almost be like, oh, once
My
I
life's
touch
work
the
is
bag,
crazy.
Like once I touch the bag, it's
Pull up the horse picture. What the fuck is the horse picture?
over. Like this socialism shit is done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to rationalize why I'm still doing this.
By his standards, he thought he was poor. I mean, it's a thing that people do. Obviously it's kind of normal for most people. You know, people will just say that they're skint because it's just like a thing that people like saying. Like it makes you look more authentic, or it's an excuse to not do things, or because people don't really judge their own economic.
Well, because people like a story in which the lower person has rose above and conquered the world, right? People like a story where it's like rags to riches, right? We wouldn't have a term like rags to riches in the first place if it weren't for the implications of it, right? The implications of it being like something that is admirable, impressive. Yeah, exactly, an underdog story, right? Exactly. This is why he plays himself out to be the victim all the time. With that being said, yeah, like rewriting your history in order to present better in front of everybody else is pretty damn normal in this space, unfortunately. And, you know, I believe that you should be honest with where you come from, because the day that everyone else discovers who you truly are and to learn that you are not as cool as you presented yourself to be, yeah, I mean, that's the audience you cultivate. But to be fair, I mean, Hassan has a cult. So regardless of whether or not his audience discovers that he's actually like that or not, I don't think really matters all that much in the end. But regardless,
economic well-being.
yeah, like for example, one thing, and viewers will naturally gravitate towards stories like that as well. Like, like, okay, not to toot my own horn here, okay, but I have been through so much crazy shit, I feel like, in this space. Proportionally, when I was like a really small, like 8-viewer streamer getting canceled by like the entirety of Twitch poll, I guess. That even then, I feel like when people say like, "Oh my god, but you made it here, right? You made it, and I'm like, well, yeah. Like even then, I'm like, I don't know, something about it feels weird to me. But hey, what can you do? Did I draw? I think the internet may have cut out a little bit.
In the same way, right? People don't really judge their economic well-being in the same way. For example, when some people say they're skint, it's because they've allocated a certain amount to savings of how much they make, and they don't spend it. Or if they've got like a business, they'll fucking put money in their business account, but not in their personal. But yeah, some people will just they'll just have a pretty large amount allocated to savings, and then they might have a shitload. They might have thousands in their savings account, but because they've reached the end of the month and they just are quite hedonistic or whatever, then they'll say, "Oh, I'm skint. I've only got like £100 to my name." Like, yeah, people will do this a lot. It's really annoying.
Nico runs into a groiper wearing an America First hat after Zoran Mamdani wins New York City mayor.
Ain't no fucking way, bro. Yo, you ballsy with that fucking hat, nigga. Wait, yo.
I love it. Oh no! It's the guy who debated Destiny. Dude. Yeah, this is the groiper who debated Destiny. Yeah.
What's your name, bro? Armando. Yeah. Are you Mexican?
And everybody thought he was underage.
I'm descendant, yeah. You're a Mexican groiper, bro.
Exactly. Just like Nick Fuentes.
Yo, you're gonna make this shit hot, bro. Get the fuck away from me, nigga. Ain't no fucking way, bro.
Dude.
I do hope that New York.
Really fucking annoying.
It was too obvious. I mean, bro literally came up there with a groiper hat.
They try
Obviously.
To be like, oh, it's because like this is how he's
financially. Yeah, of course. Wait, no, hold on. I don't think he was trolling, dude. Okay, I believe that these are incongruent with his groiper beliefs. When he was debating Destiny, like everything that he's said is congruent with being a groiper. He was arguing specifically groiper viewpoints. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be a little I don't know, assumptive there. But
incentivized to continue advocating for this kind of
he was posing as a pro-Trump MAGA but he is though. Is that not a groiper?
shit? And it's like, no,
in a
dumbass.
Way?
Maybe it's because I believe it, you know?
Groipers hate Trump?
Like,
that's what you think.
Fucking was born this way, you know what I mean? I always was this person. I always had this $3 million home. Like, it's just so dumb.
What home did he? His family are dead wealthy. I don't. What home did he live in when he was a kid? Like this three. I like. Did he say that on purpose? Did he?
He lived in the vacation home. Okay, you don't understand. It was very hard for him there.
This $3 million home because he had other expensive homes.
It genuinely doesn't make sense.
To be fair, if I was a groiper who hates Trump, I would defend Trump against Steven. Right? Because you don't want them, you don't want to agree with them. Like, at least they understand how optics work, right? They understand how, like, you don't want to agree with your enemies because of the implications of agreeing with your enemies, right? Because if I was a groiper, yeah, I would fucking defend Trump against a liberal. Yeah, of course. Ideologically, it makes sense. Of course. Right? Like, these guys are your mortal enemy. You got to defend all conservatives. You're falling in line, right? And that's like the fundamental difference that people don't understand about right-wingers is that they fall in line.
Aren't your dad a billionaire? No, man. Are
You're rather shit on
you
strong.
were
Nah.
No, he's a
we
multimillionaire.
can just agree
God,
to
do you even
disagree. It doesn't matter.
understand? That means because a billion is a massive number compared to a million.
It's
You know,
not
if you
really
were
that
gonna
important
count
anyway.
From 1 upwards, you would reach a million like every. Say if you made £1 a second, you'd have a million in 2 weeks. And you'd have a billion in 34 years. It's a big difference. But fucking retards like Hassan will look at someone who's got like 10 million and say that because 10 million as a number is technically closer to 20,000 than it is to a billion, they'll say that the person who's got 10 million has more in common with the person who has 20,000, even though that is such a fucking mental thing to say when you think about how qualitatively different your life becomes when you have £1 million versus having 20,000 compared to the difference between having a few million and a billion. Like there are so many everyday fucking struggles that people have that evaporate when you are earning even close to 100,000 or even close to 80.
Just a reminder that Lonerbox earned. So this is according to Lonerbox himself. Okay. He said that he earned $10,000 during the month in which he was only playing World of Warcraft and doing boring content. During that month, he has earned $10,000, okay? So just in case you're wondering, right, how crazy money gets when it comes to up there, right, being in the top whatever X streamers, it gets pretty damn crazy, okay? Again, that was during an inactive month in which things are not happening and he was covering boring content, okay? So yeah, pretty crazy.
80,000, let alone what you have when you go from like compared to what happens when you go from a few million to a billion.
7 month subscriber. Are you that fucking stupid? No. I am fortunate.
He's going to cling on to this technical fact for dear life.
Enough to be able to financially take care of my parents, both of my parents. There are people who genuinely believe that, by the way. They literally think like, oh, he comes from a billionaire family. It's like, you're fucking dumb. You're so dumb.
But by the way, it doesn't matter if you come from a billionaire family or a millionaire family. That's more than enough to sustain yourself and never worry about money ever again. Yeah. And he averages about 500 views during the World of Warcraft streams. I mean, it depends on how much he... he was averaging like 400 to 500 viewers during the World of Warcraft month. That was pretty damn low for Lonerbox. Because normally Lonerbox gets, like, when he's actively covering politics, he gets like 700 to 1,000 plus easily. But like, even during that little month, he was earning $10,000. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking whatever. Yeah, fuck.
God damn it. There are a handful of billionaires in Turkey. He would be on fucking lists if that was the case.
Just look at how much Moist Critical makes. Bro, Moist Critical isn't even comparable to anybody at this point. Moist Critical makes more in one video than Lonerbox can make in 3 months, okay?
Is unironically that I know, no, sorry. It's not a no joke situation because I just can't sometimes tell because they're...
Good save, buddy. He is so thankful that chatter said billionaire. He's so thankful. He's just sitting there and thank God you didn't say multimillionaire because I can address.
Bro, dude, just by the way, okay, if your family earns, let's just say the combined income of the household is 500,000 or 400,000 a year, because both of your parents make 6 digits, you are already in the middle to upper class, right? You are in the middle to upper class if you guys make a combined total of around that much. Like both parents make 6 digits, which is normal actually for middle class families who have older parents in their 40s and 50s, right? Because they have built themselves up to a position originally, right? Like building themselves up to a position eventually throughout life in which they have acquired promotions and such. So you have to keep in mind like how much time or effort they have dedicated themselves to their career, right? Holy shit, 6 digits for both parents is fucking insane. 500k. Okay, I'll say maybe 400k maybe? Middle to upper class? Middle upper. I said uppity middle. Yeah, uppity middle. I need to find a girl who can also make 6 digits and we can be a power couple, sure. So my parents made that much. Yeah, my parents made around, I would say, 400K, 500K a year. Yeah. But then I think now they're both laid off because, yeah. But yeah, I think 200K household is very upper class. Really? 200K? No. Or maybe it's just because I'm thinking in California standards. Like maybe I'm just thinking in California standards because I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking California standards. I don't know.
This, and I can
Who knows?
feel like I'm telling the truth.
There are people who like
Fuck me.
legitimately believe that. And there are people who.
Oh my god, Mooks, look. I have the eye enlargening things. Yeah, eye enlargening. Oh my god, it irritates my eyes a little bit.
Unironically believe
we can deal with it.
Ironically. Oh god, he's so funny. Community noted. Hassan is lying. I grew up affluent. I didn't have to worry about making ends meet or having to take on a job or anything like that. Father was on the board of a 4 billion company. Mom was on a commercial. Yeah, he's fucking loaded. His family is loaded. He grew up loaded. He is a silver spoon, spoiled, rotten, frat bro fucking cunt who doesn't even have fucking basic intelligence.
They irritate my eyes, so you better say it looks good.
With all that privilege. Jesus.
Minnesota here, family of 6, living off of 60K a year. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Wow, thanks.
And Charlie Kirk. New Yorkers do the right thing, and they voted for Zoran. I do hope that New Yorkers do the right thing, and they voted for Zoran Mamdani for an affordability campaign for a new.
150K places you in the top 75%. Wait, you mean yeah, top 25%. I was like, what the fuck? Household income. No, you got to look at income percentile by state, okay? Income, California, household. Okay, you ready? You ready to see how upper class I am? Or how upper class it is? Let me see. Beauty is pain. Honestly, true. True. Uncomfortable, but at least you look good, I guess. Let me see. What the fuck? Yo, this is a huge step up from 75% to top. Oh, no. Yeah, 75% to top 1%. It's a huge step up. Holy shit. Wait, okay. I would be placed in top 25%. Top 25% for sure. Yeah. So my family household is top 25%. Yeah, that makes sense. Jesus, District of Columbia is crazy, dude. $999, $1 million for top 1%? Your skin looks so good too. Oh, thanks. All I do is touch my skin all day, okay? I don't wear makeup. You're welcome. Let me see. Average household. Top. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. Jesus. Dude, then the inheritance money is gonna go crazy. Hold on. So when both of my parents still had a job before the recent layoff in the tech market, let me see. When they both had a job. Oh yeah, top 4%. Crazy. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Said it really well.
New York that people can't afford to live in.
And what's your thoughts on Trump endorsing Cuomo?
That is the least surprising thing that happened in this.
Most of your family's net worth, if they don't own businesses, is probably in their own house. I mean, to be fair, okay, both of my parents have a master's degree in computer science. Okay, it's a computer science family. You know how in some families, like the family business is like a restaurant, or sometimes the family business is some like fucking small business kind of thing. I mean, like our thing was computer science, and in that aspect, I have to say, I've successfully failed them. Okay.
This entire election. I mean, we've been saying it.
Bachelor's, 2 years after college in the industry only. Okay. when they both have masters.
Zoran's campaign has been saying it, and Andrew Cuomo until the
Now I'm a YouTuber.
the very last moment duped a bunch of New York Democrats into believing that he was not in the pocket of Donald Trump. And
No.
When he said
Gaming streamer Destiny suffers from unfortunately timed esophageal spasm. What? Like the esophagus here? I don't know. Most people don't invest that money in stock market beyond their 401k. I mean, I would encourage people to look up Roth IRA. Roth IRA. Oh yeah, I still need to do that. I think the transfer has been complete. So Roth IRA, 401k. If you have one, and anything left goes to Vanguard. Yeah, I would probably recommend people to do these three if you don't want to think about things. If you don't want to gamble and you don't want to think about things, that's probably the most reliable way to go, in my opinion. But yeah,
and Charlie Kirk said it really
whatever.
well when he said, "No, I'm just kidding. Stop."
Jesus,
I had a
bro.
cough. Charlie Kirk said it best.
Bro! Jesus Christ. Remember you told me about Roth IRA succeeding at being happy is the best thing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, it's saturated now? No hope? Yeah. I think it's a fuck market because when my parents are now having trouble finding a job. I'm not joking. They're having trouble finding a job. Yes. CS majors, master's degree, having trouble finding a job with decades of experience in the industry. Yeah. The reason we're doing more than fine is just simply because we have so much money saved over, and my parents are very like nitpicky about how they spend their money financially. So because of how nitpicky they are, like they have a lot of money saved over. That's it. So yeah. Are they being asked about AI experience? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people are gonna go after him for this one. Sure, maybe. Legalized comedy. It was funny. Come on, it was funny. It was funny. They got experience. Yeah.
Said it really well when he said, "No, I'm just kidding. Stop." I had a cough,
dude.
Charlie Kirk said it best when.
That's so crazy.
And
listen, KV.
No.
Oh no, Pixel realizing his trade up streams encourage gambling addicts. Wait. I mean, do people not realize that they're encouraging gambling shit when it comes to something like this? Okay, guys, I'm about to make a $3,500 purchase for Vanguard stocks. I'm buying 25 shares. Okay, 3,500. Ready? See, when you actually have money saved up, you can do shit like this. Whoa, I just did it. 3,500 just gone into Vanguard. Okay, good luck.
And
listen, KV.
No. Stop, Fury. Say something.
No.
Which Vanguard? World Vanguard.
Like stands full to him.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, KV. If we weren't in this call,
I would
okay, let me take a look at Nvidia.
Yeah, still done the trade off.
No.
Oh fuck. Okay, never mind. You don't want to know about Nvidia because people are now selling their Nvidia stocks. You know what? I'm just gonna invest the rest of it into Vanguard. Okay, I got 1,500 remaining. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna invest into total stock market. Okay, good luck. All right, VTI. Let's go. Wait, no. Should I? Yeah, VTI. Nah, VTI. Nah, it always grows. It always grows.
No, I would have waited
over
for
time.
like some.
Listen, okay, Democrat blue wave. Okay, I need some economic congruency. Okay, with that shit.
Like,
okay.
Sellable, you know. Like I wouldn't depot from my card, but I depot.
But why are you depoting from your card, bro?
It's content, man.
No.
What the dude?
No, I'm not letting you get away with this.
Hazan gets stun locked after Chatter brings up that he electrocuted his dog. Oh wait, yeah, this is like kind of later, no? A little bit. Put it all in VT or you're gonna get fucked by tariffs. Yeah. I mean, or VT or VTI, right?
No, I'm not letting you get away with this. Enough of this shit. Enough of this fucking
VTI's US market? Yeah, you know what? Fine, I'll just place the rest of it in VT. Okay, I think. Nah, it's the safest. It's the safest, and I don't want to think about it, okay? Fuck the stock market. Fuck gambling. Gambling fucking sucks, okay? Nobody likes it when people gamble, alright? I do not like it when people gamble. I don't like the fact that my father is a stock market gambling addict, okay? Alright? I think it corrupts his life, makes him sad and depressed, and makes him more abusive.
Literally do that. Give me an example, dickhead.
Okay, boom, $5,000. Okay, $5,000 in VT.
And if I was wrong, or if I wronged someone, if I actually gave false information because I got duped by a fucking AI article,
where's the reinvest dividends option? Where's the reinvest dividends option in this?
Apologize. Go ahead. Don't try to.
Oh, it probably automatically does it because you're buying the shares. The shares naturally grow anyway.
Bake me.
Right?
Explain exactly what you mean.
It should be fine.
This is the type of shit that I hate so much. It's always vague posting. You do that too. First of all, even if I did do that, would that be appropriate? When your dog got electrocuted, you spun the fact that
doesn't
it wasn't
auto do it?
It's not. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. That's not even a counter example. You fucking idiot. Come on, man.
I want to be one of
What do
these
you mean,
guys
come
that tell
on,
you
man? What do you mean, come on, man?
exactly what.
Oh, he's so mad, dude. On God. Okay. All right. So. All right. It's time. It's time for cinema. You guys ready? It's time for cinema. Okay. Oh. If you're on Schwab, no. I have I'm using do you guys like my new wallpaper? It's very peaceful, isn't it? The color palette is also nice.